Well, hello. How's that silky smooth allergy voice? Oh, yeah. Daniel B., you're looking forward to this, Mike. I made myself wake up early for this. I'm tired. I know the feeling. Oh, yeah. We're still waiting on Dave, the security piece of shit. I don't know how anyone could call me unlistenable. This is Allergy Smooth, baby. You're listening to WDAVE. Dave sucks a big wiener. All right. Yeah, baby. Why? Huh. All right. I'll be back.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey,
Your microphone has problems.
you sure? I mean,
Wow.
like, what's up? What's it doing?
I don't know. Talk again.
Hey,
Oh,
rocking,
you're
rocking and
way delayed. So it's sounds okay now, but
fucker.
you are very,
You
very delayed.
you think it's my intra Googles?
I don't know what it is. I hear your fucking
Motherfucker.
cat too.
Fuck that cat. Dude,
Yeah,
I
I
literally
agree.
just got in the door and ran upstairs. I
You
like
should
that's
kill your
I
cat.
I just got here. I will
You
kill
should
my
kill it
cat.
on
I will kill the
stream.
fucking thing. I will kill it for you. I will do
On
whatever you
stream.
want me to do.
Do it now.
I have an OnlyFans where I kill cats, so
Heck yeah, boy.
fuck. Am I still bad?
It seems to be a little bit better now.
Okay.
Wow,
Making
wow,
sure.
wow, 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 wow.
Making sure.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, are we live now?
Oh, we're live. Yeah, I was already talking about you sucking wieners and stuff. Let's see. There was some way for me. Camera. I don't know what it was. Whatever. Oh
my God.
yeah.
Sorry
Anyway, yeah,
about
of
that.
course we're live. Why would I be
had no
late?
idea.
We said
Are
9:30.
you recording?
I've been Oh no, I'm not actually. Hold on.
That was the first thing I did. I seriously, I ran in the house. I took off my leather mask, and I ran up here, and that was like, man, I'm still in that thing you like, too. It's
Beautiful, beautiful baby.
this cat, dude.
Cool
Seriously.
audio. Your cat is really, really annoying.
Well, I have not been around, so my cat is like desperate for attention.
And all systems are go. Here we are. We are recording. We are live. We are ready. Or are we? I'm mostly ready. If you are just joining us, if you've stumbled into this lovely piece of allergy-driven audio right here, you have stumbled into the Failure to Stop podcast, the #1 show where law enforcement meets culture, baby. And this is the off the cuff edition. This is the one where me and Dave, sometimes the underpaid producer, joins us for the first like 5 minutes for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And he's not here today, which has no impact on the show. So we'll just keep moving on like normal. And we cover law enforcement related news. We go out there and patrol the internet. We go out there and risk our sanity to go read these stories on the internet so that you don't have to. Dave, you're muted, buddy. Don't know what happened to you. There you go.
I feel like I'm taking my own crazy pills. It has
And
just
you're
been what? That's bullshit. I'm not muted. Am I?
You
I know I'm not
are
muted.
muted again.
No. What the fuck? I'm not muted. Can anybody else hear me?
Okay.
Besides,
It's something's weird. It disconnected me from audio.
really?
I don't know if I can end this broadcast and like reboot everything. I don't know what's going on because even when you weren't in here, it was
Everybody else could
was
hear too. So there's something else going
muting
on.
me off and bringing me on. So I don't know if it's just like this recording or what's going on, but I'm gonna reboot my computer. You keep the masses entertained.
Oh, okay.
This is why they're members, so they
That's
can
right, yeah.
they can get this extra.
They can ask me the tough questions.
Just stop your recording though for me, so that I don't have to like
Nope.
dig through it
No.
later.
Nope. Okay, fine. Oh my God! Thank God we got rid of him. Am I right? Good Lord, that guy's an anchor. Talk about an anchor. Sorry, I'm trying to click out of certain things. I guarantee, because he told me to stop recording. Guaranteed I'm going to forget to record. So, and he is just a hack anyway. So, hey everybody, how's it going? I have had the craziest week. I feel like I've gotten nothing. It's one of those weeks where you feel like you got absolutely nothing done, and yet the week still continues on and on and on and on. And today we were supposed to start early, or our normal time, I should say. I get a call. I've got a few calls over the night. I get a call, and one of my supervisors had forgotten something. So I had to go to work and drop this certain thing off, and so it wasn't. I mean, it's not a big deal. It happens to everybody. The only problem is I live like 45 minutes away from work, so that's an hour and a half right there, right? So I was like, shit. So I called Mike up and I said, or not call, I texted the guys and I was like, hey, because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, this is going to take a while for me. So, and yeah, sound pretty good. And then Elijah's like, gets on. He's like, oh, you're going to have to sit this one out. I'm not feeling well. And I mean, that's what it came across in the text, exactly how he sounded. So, but anyway, I've been up. I've been ready, but I haven't been ready at all. Kind of like my entire work week. Has everybody else had the same kind of work week as me? And I feel like I have this weird phlegm. And I think Mike brought up this. It's got to be maybe allergies or something. I hate to feel like maybe I'm getting old and my voice is starting to change, because you know how old people's voices sound. They all sound the same. So it's ridiculous. Oh, thank you very much for the happy after birthday. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good little time. We actually had a lot of fun. The diversity team threw me a party that I'm going to do full disclosure here, guys. I was not, because you guys are getting the first of this. I was not looking forward to this party. I didn't want a fucking party. I didn't want to spend the money on a party. I just wanted to hang out at home. I'm kind of a homebody, and but she wanted this party, and I was like, okay, whatever, and I just, as the week goes by, I'm all like, not seething, but I'm just like, this fucking party, because now, even though the party's for you, all of a sudden you're involved in the party, right? You're like in like getting this ready and that ready. Oh, parts of the house, get this shit going on. It's like, okay. So I was like, okay, I can do this. But let me tell you, I'm glad that I'm so glad now that she threw this party for me. I had the best time. I saw people I haven't seen in like 10, 15 years. I had friends come from out of state, one from Colorado, the other from Tennessee, to surprise me. So, Mike, stop it. That is your normal look now. You know that, right? I'm gonna punch you in your suck hole, and that's what it's. Oh, no, don't don't you do that. So I'm finishing this story up. So I was telling him about how like I just was not looking forward to my birthday party.
Yeah.
But when we got there and it started happening, dude, I had the best time. I only had 2 drinks, plus 2 drinks, so really 4 drinks.
Then
But
2
there
more.
was no, I had 2 bigger drinks, and then I had 2. Then I had 2.
I poured myself a
that
couple of
Joyce
half
made.
gallons of Jack and Coke.
of 151. Anywho,
I had one drink in that old milk jug. One
drink. But it was I ended up being the fucking best time. Like I was telling them, I hadn't seen some people in like 15 years, and they came out to celebrate me. That was awesome. It was my birthday / retirement party, so I had the fucking best time. And I wish I wouldn't have been so shitty about it, you know, as it was coming up. And I know Joyce wanted to say some words and stuff like that. I was too embarrassed for her to do it. And I look back now, I'm like, that was something she wanted to do nice for me, and I fucked that up for her too. So that's pretty much my life, just fucking things up for everybody.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah, it does. That's
starting
right.
with
You're
this
right.
morning.
It is always a party when I'm here. That's
Doing
there
your
or wherever.
security work. I'm sorry, I've had a security breach at the office I must attend to.
It was, yeah, it's one of those things, man. I literally just get in the door, man. I really honestly just got in the door. I ran upstairs and I was like, Ben, I'm got a podcast. I don't know why I have to always yell at him like that, but apparently I do. So
Ryan Abernathy, is this Black Rifle Coffee? I don't know. Does Dave have a small penis? Yes. Of course it's Black Rifle Coffee.
I believe that's coined micro penis.
Micropene.
Thank you for the birthday wishes. That's really nice. I appreciate that.
All right. Can you hit re-record again?
Oh, see, I'm glad you said it. I told them I was going to completely forget, and I did. So I can do that, Michael.
That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Yep, here we go. I'm on it. You know, I was just thinking too, you know, being
what were you thinking,
Dave? Security specialist, an operator of sort, we use words like honor and integrity. And I tell you what, it's just, I wish that police work got it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they have lost courage. You know, we use those words in security. And it means something. I feel like the police industry has kind of lost that.
Oh yeah.
We use other words like I said, honor, Netflix, Pornhub, things of that nature. And I just wish that other people could get back to the basics, you know. So
nice. Now, dude, I do not know what is going the fuck on.
Are you having
it will not let me. Dude, I cannot. I can't open up Audacity.
Good Lord. And now he's muted. You're muted now. Does he not even know? Am I muted to him? Can you guys hear us? Good Lord.
It did it to me.
I know. I couldn't hear you. I was trying to tell you. Guys, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. This could go either way. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Ryan. Goodness. I couldn't hear Mike. Could you hear Mike for a second there? Because I felt like Mike went, he's not now, but he went mute for a little bit. I don't know. I can hear it. I trim my beard too quite a bit because this is the only hair that grows on my body is my nose, my ears, and my face. So, and every place else except the top of my head. Thank you, Ryan. Mike, get your shit together. No, Mike should not be the new UPP. He is in shambles. Your poop.
Poop in your mouth. Day is not going as I planned. I was supposed to be done podcasting by now.
Michael, knock it off.
I gotta
Listen,
hang a barn door.
you first of all, fuck your barn door, because you know what? I would say that me and Elijah have bowed to your tardiness on several
That
occasions.
is
Several.
so not true.
You're like, oh, I can't. I have to do this fun run. Oh, I can't. I'll be out of town. I'll be in Texas. Oh, I
What are
can't.
you
I'll be in the
talking
North
about?
Carolinas.
Lies. This is all lies.
They're not all lies. They'd be white lies are not real lies. God, it's true though. Goodness. Wolfpack takes precedence over a bar. Right? Thank you very much. I absolutely agree with that. God,
You guys are all on crack.
damn it, Michael.
Host core audio recording devices. All right. If I think I got it back. Are you recording?
I am. Yeah. As far as I know, I'm recording. Every time I
am also recording. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, all systems go, and this is the Failure to Stop podcast for all of you crazy cats and kittens that decided to join us. Whether you are a regular listener, we love you, Wolfpack, or whether you are just stumbling into this for the first time because of clever title, or you saw a thumbnail with Dave in it and just couldn't resist. Whatever happened, whether maybe you were searching micropene and we hashtagged this one because of Dave's condition. Whatever is going on that led you here, thank you. This is the #1 show where law enforcement meets culture. It's part of a larger group of shows, the Failure to Stop podcast. We've got 4 shows each week right now. This one is Off the Cuff, where Dave and I, and sometimes the underpaid producer, his name is Elijah. He's a complete waste of space that I created and doesn't do much of anything for the show, really doesn't add value
ever
in any way, shape, or form. And he is not with us today. So that's what you get when you leave the show. You get shit on.
He's like our Toby from The Office.
He's the kid I unfortunately had. Some people have kids they wish they never had.
You know, the dumb thing is you made me raise him, and
he's the kid I never had. I don't know how that works. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. But anyway, the Off the Cuff show that we do here, this episode style, is me and Dave going out on the internet, and we're putting our mental health on the line week in and week out for you guys to deal with the nonsense that is law enforcement related news, so that we can bring it back here and give it to you no nonsense.
You know it.
Bring it in. We'll give it to you raw. No lube news is what we've always said.
Yeah,
I think.
I think that is exactly what we've always said.
It's been our motto since day one.
Lube news, man.
No lube news, baby. If you like the show, we do true crime on Tuesdays with Eric and Andrea. We have Eric does Last Call. He just interviewed a guy that solo trekked Antarctica on Thursday. Colin O'Brady. He was on Joe Rogan and then immediately is on our show, dude. How cool is that? So go back and listen to last Thursday's Last Call with Tansy. And then Fridays is our flagship show. We break down law enforcement related cases and police action and stuff like that. So, man, lots going on. We appreciate you guys. If you want to support the show, you can do it at failuretostop.com. Grab some merch. You can become a member on the YouTube channel, where one of the perks is getting to see us live. Things like right now, where we have some folks hanging out with us from the Discord right here live while we do the show. Anyway, that's the housekeeping stuff. Whew. All right.
That was a lot. I'm surprised you have a voice left.
Sarah said last time we called it the thin news line. That's right. That's right.
We've always called it that too.
We've always called it that too. Yeah. From the very beginning. We're nothing if not consistent.
Right.
Right on.
So are you going to start today, or am I? Because I know you have a lot of articles. I have a good amount too, but you were like,
I'm excited. On it, baby.
Which was weird. Why did you kept sending me these pictures, like selfies, but they were pictures of your erection, and you're like, oh, I can't wait for the show, and like
that's just the wrong bubble, man.
You were excited,
I told you that it's the wrong chat bubble.
Well, if you want to start it off, I'm good with that.
All right, hey, I can start us off. I did a laughing reel yesterday on this one. This came from leoaffairs.com. And it
Literally.
was officer claimed having sex with trainee while on duty didn't interfere with his work duties.
That's
I just the title alone just it keeps me laughing even a day
Yeah.
later. Officer claimed having sex with trainee while on duty didn't interfere with his work duties.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear about this.
Oh, a judge has upheld the decision to fire a Paulsboro police officer accused of repeatedly having sex with a trainee while on
How
duty.
was this a judge's how did this come down to a
They took it up.
judge's
They
decision?
took it as high as they could go. They wanted it to go to the Supreme Court,
What I
dude.
was gonna say. Alito's out there like, I don't know.
And I love this cop's name too, dude. It's so perfect.
What is
Oh.
it? Busta Balls?
No, it's Elijah. And but the last name is just makes this thing so perfect. Camacho. Definitely a dude with
Didn't
the
he
last
work
name
with Spinetti
Camacho
for a
would be
while?
banging chicks on duty. What?
Oh, didn't he work with Spinetti for a little bit?
I think so. I do believe that they had a short stint together.
If you
in
guys
narcotics.
don't know who Spinetti is, we have been using Spinetti for many years, actually. I don't remember how we came up with him, but Spinetti is our fictional copper. Basically, he's an undercover copper, really.
Yes.
Just got to be Italian. Just think long hair, metal gold medallion, unbuttoned shirt. Knows the business, Just that's always been Spinetti, though, man. He's always been down.
Always
for
been
it,
that
so.
way. Spinetti's always down for it, whatever it is.
Spinetti. We should have a Spinetti shirt.
We should. We need a Spinetti shirt. We need someone to bring him to life for sure. So Elijah Camacho sued the town and its police chief in Superior Court last year, alleging that he was wrongfully terminated from the Gloucester County Department. Camacho, 26, was accused of having sex with the female special law enforcement officer on multiple occasions while they were both on duty and in instances where he was working and she was not. Camacho was supposed to be training her and demonstrating acceptable conduct, the borough stated in its justifications for firing him. He admitted having sex with the woman on 5 to 10 occasions while on duty. It's hard to remember. On duty between August, November, or December 2020. According to court documents, she resigned soon after the incidents came to light. He was fired in August. Open Public Records advocate John Paff first reported on the ruling upholding the termination. Camacho's lawyer did not respond to a request. Camacho and the trainee met at locations including Laudenschlager, which sounds like 1940s Laudenschlager Elementary School. Me and the boys always meet up at Laudenschlager.
Laudenschlager
Elementary School grounds in Paulsboro, outside of the borough, in neighboring Gibbstown. What the hell state is this with all this nonsensical names?
How long was this guy on the job for?
I don't know.
Just wasn't ready to give it up, man.
Maybe we'll get to that. Camacho argued the sex was consensual and that his termination was unwarranted. He was also accused of meeting another woman, a Camden County Metro police officer, while he was on duty, and she was not. Though Camacho denied having sex with her while he was working. Testified that his on-the-job sex did not interfere with his work duties, saying in a hearing over his termination that even though he might have been in the middle of sex, he would still be able to handle an emergency call, according to his records.
My God. I am what we call flabbergasted that this guy actually tried to come up with an argument against getting fired for this.
Yeah, he didn't even it doesn't appear that he tried to dispute the sex part. He was like, all he was upset about was that he got fired for no reason.
Oh my God. What if it, like the next part of it says head of the union, Officer Spinetti was quoted as, "Hey, keep it in your pants next time." Fucking Spinetti, man.
Before peeling out in his 1977 Camaro. Oh my gosh.
Keep it in your pants next time.
Keep it in your pants next time.
The head of the union. The union president. Oh my God, I'm crying, I think.
Louis Spinetti. I don't know if we ever gave him a first name, but it's
No,
Louis.
we never did.
Louis.
Either Louis or Paul Spinetti. Paulie Spinetti, dude.
Paulie Spinetti.
Paulie. They call him Paulie. Oh my god, I'm dying, dude.
Oh wow, that's a good early morning laugh there. It's not even that early anymore.
Well,
all right,
come on. Here we go. Little jab.
That's the subtle. I'm never gonna let it go.
I just can't.
Excuse me. Wow.
Woo.
I need to hit the cough button.
Yeah.
Stand by. I'm muting myself.
That's all right. That's my god, dude, that was so damn good. Oh, he looks horrible. I wish you guys could see him.
Oh my gosh, my well, they can see. Well, some people can see me.
This
The
is
members
the
can see
podcast,
me.
man. Yeah.
Dude, it's terrible. I woke up this morning just again.
Yeah, it's bad.
Allergies just terrible, man.
It's been crazy. It's been a crazy summer for that for sure.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, that's the first story out of the gate. There's just a fun one.
That's one. Wonderful. Mine is from the insider.com. Reporter says Alabama correction staff wouldn't let her view execution because her skirt was too short and she was wearing open-toed shoes. Yeah, that's right. This is real deal.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know, but we're gonna this. So a local reporter on Thursday said Alabama's Department of Corrections staffers told her she couldn't witness an execution because of the clothes she was wearing. Ivana Shatara, a producer at AL.com, whatever that's supposed to be. It's like, you know how they're doing like in the other guys are like,
yeah,
online edition, you know, shared in a now viral tweet, okay, that a representative publicity told her she couldn't view the execution of a 50-year-old man because her skirt was too short and her open-toe heels were too revealing. Shatara said her skirt was more than appropriate. I guess that's up for, there's no picture of this either. So, and that she has worn it. That she has worn it at previous executions, and then this girl just gets off at going to executions.
Wait, what is her connection to the deceased?
I am so gonna be sexist for this. I'm like, she just wears like these really like swanky, like slinky little outfits. She's like, bye, bitch, and like every time, like right before the dudes gets fucking injected.
Yeah.
So, and she was worn it at previous execution. What is she doing just watching executions? It's not like they happen all that often. After trying to make it longer,
shoes.
Dude, after trying to make it longer, she's like, trying to pull it down. She said a photographer offered her fishing pants, which the Department of Corrections allowed. Quote, I put on the man's
fishing pants.
I know, pants. Like, what do they mean? With their waders. So, quote, I put on a man's pants and attached the suspenders underneath my shirt to stay up, she wrote, adding that she changed into a pair of tennis shoes that were in her car. This was an uncomfortable situation, and I felt embarrassed to have my body and my clothes questioned in front of a room of people I mostly have never met, she wrote. I sat down, tried to stop blushing, and did my work, as women often have to do. The Department of Corrections.
So she's a reporter.
Yeah, for AL.com online edition.
Yeah.
The Department of Corrections did not immediately respond to Insider's request for comment. A representative from AL.com online edition, I keep adding that myself, also did not immediately return Insider's request for a comment. After a lengthy delay from the scheduled execution time, that had to have been real fun for the dude getting executed. He's going to wait it out even longer.
Why is that hot chick changed out into waiters?
And even worse,
she was supposed to have a short skirt and open-toed shoes for my final wishes. Sorry about your luck.
She ends up changing like right in the thing, right where the glass is anyway. After a lengthy delay from the scheduled execution time, Joe Nathan James Jr. was executed by lethal injection for killing his ex-girlfriend decades ago, who incidentally was wearing a short skirt and open heel top. Just kidding. Oh my God. Can you just imagine? Like, I could see if you didn't want to give this slime ball the satisfaction of seeing a beautiful woman in somewhat revealing clothing, like that was his thing, like before he'd kill them, he would like sexually assault them, or that's how he would pick women out, is by their toes. I don't know, but and that's a way for them to be like, nah, fuck this guy. We're not giving him the satisfaction. Everybody wear your fucking, fishing waders and your tennis shoes to this one. I can see it then, right? So I don't know because I don't know what the policy is. She's watched apparently several executions in that same skirt with no problem, right?
What kind of country do we live in where you can't go scantily clad to an execution?
Like I always have.
Yeah.
They did that to me one time. I didn't think it was that revealing of a skirt, and it turns out they did the same thing. So, like I said, I changed right there, right in front of them.
Yeah. They told me that at the traffic court one time. Officer, you're going to need to remove that skirt and change into something more appropriate. I was like, it's a tactical kilt, bitch.
You did say that. I remember that. I was there, and with mine,
And I said,
changing-
bitch. You
Well, I
said that?
changed
You really
into
said that
mine.
to the judge?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I changed into an Adidas jumpsuit, and I got mistaken for a Bosnian. But other than that, you can't say stuff like that. It's just not right. Like it's your turn.
We can.
Anyway. We sure
on
can.
this show.
We can do a lot
We
of
sure
stuff.
can. Do what we want. Try and stop us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just try and stop us.
Pretty soon you'll have to
stop
just
listening.
have to
Like,
drive to my house
"No."
on Saturdays for us to joke around because we won't have a show anymore.
That's how that goes. Okay,
And then
your
we know
turn.
that's
I'm
not going to happen because it's an hour and 45 minutes away in a different time zone.
Well, at least you came to my party.
I
for
did
like
because
an
I love
hour, and you're like,
you. Dude, we were there
well,
for 2.5 hours, dummy.
It went a bit. I wasn't paying attention to you. You know this.
Exactly.
But is
I
that
was
why you left
neglected,
early?
so I left.
It would have been so bad when you're telling people, you're like, yeah, I know, I had to renew my passport to get here.
I was shit talking to everybody that I
It was
met.
hilarious.
Like, what's your name? I'm Mike. I came from a very far distance, from a far land.
So good. Oh my god, I'm dying. That was so good. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Your turn. You got the chops on this one. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, this one is going to be. Did you see the video on the subway in New York? Did you happen to see the fight with
I
the
don't think
two
so.
cops? All right.
Oh, you know what? I saw the article. It looked weird. It looked like I'm just gonna say it because we can say weird things. The picture that they showed, it looked like the officer was like sitting on the bench, like of the subway or something. Like maybe he got
Yeah.
knocked.
Let
Is
me.
that what-
Let me
So
see
they
if I
showed
can
the
pull
picture,
this
and it
in
looked
here.
like it looked like somebody was sexually assaulting him. The way the picture was, I was like, I don't know and then I was like, should I read this? And then I was like, no, I shouldn't. I should stay away from the dark web because I told you I would, because I know where this is going to lead me. So
Right. Okay. So you can see that now.
yes, I can see this one. Okay.
All right, let me see if I can hit play on this. So if you guys are just watching, this incident happened, or I'm sorry, just listening. This incident happened this week in the subway system in New York, and I don't want to. This is like a 54-second video clip. So if you missed it, I'll link to it in the show notes so that you could go see it and reference it. But a lot of you, I'm sure, have probably seen it, where it's a male police officer, a female police officer, and two teenage youths in the subway. So I'm not playing any sound on it, but so we can kind of keep talking over it. But I mean, it's a full on, this young man is straight up punching the cop. The females kind of got the female, the males cops
Looks like
after
there's a
the
melee
male
on that side too. The lady for sure.
Yeah. And
Look at this fucking
man, the
dude.
look of desperation in that cop's face right there. Look at that, Dave.
Yeah.
You know that feeling. Look at he gets taken down. He gets lateraled, and then
Yeah.
look at this. He's about like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's no bueno.
You know, the dumb thing is a very simple move in jujitsu would
Yes.
have completely
gosh.
stopped that from happening.
Yeah.
I mean, not just stop. He may have brought him down, but how he started
But
standing up.
look
man,
at what's
he would have
happening
been
with
able to
these
gain
two guys. They
control.
just don't. Neither one of these
Oh,
cops.
it's
Like,
so
look
hard
at
to
this guy that
watch.
responds. Look at the guy that responds.
Yeah, he's even worse.
So what? What's even happening right now?
I don't know.
It's just.
He's wearing shorts. That tells you something.
Oh wow, yeah.
We don't wear shorts in Michigan. I know
We
how
sure
you
don't.
No, we don't. We never wore shorts. Never. Not even if there's a fire.
So there's a lot to this, right? But
Yeah.
the main thing that I want to bring out about this is that he was released a few hours later.
What?
That's
The guy's his face is
that's
all
what I
bloody
want you
too, right?
that's
It
what I
looked like
want you to get out of this. The
what?
16-year-old male, okay? He was confronted for jumping a turnstile. This happened July 23rd, okay, in East
Wow.
Harlem. And the officers attempt to take the male into custody when he began to assault the officers. So then this whole fight breaks out,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. And you see what he's doing. I mean, he's now on one side, we can look at strictly the police skill level. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of New York coppers pushed back on me on this and is like, well, you don't understand the restrictions basically that they're putting on us. We can't do certain holds. Listen, there is that situation was controllable without
Did somebody seriously
chokeholds.
do that? Did somebody actually push back on that?
Yeah, somebody's like, well, they're restricting what we can do physically to people,
What?
etc. I'm like,
Stop it.
listen, man, you're getting punched in the face. It's time to like make sure that
Bring
your
those
business is
fuckers
handled.
on this show right now. I wanna know who would be that, and I'm just gonna say it, who's that retarded to actually say that? To actually say that there's what? Nope, no, you
Plenty
just
of
don't
them.
understand, Mike. We can't do it. No,
Yeah,
that's absolute bullshit. That's
and
garbage.
I had
That actually
posted
now
that.
you got me pissed off about that.
Yeah, this is unusual. This is a quite strange
Yeah.
twist of events.
Holy crap, that pisses me off.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
those guys.
one copper said society needs to change, not the cops training. And I'm like, well, actually, society does need to change, but that doesn't
Yes.
mean you get to phone in your ability to arrest somebody.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not one or the other.
yeah,
You
it's not an
idiot.
either or proposition. They're not mutually
Moron.
exclusive.
What is
So
wrong with fucking cops nowadays? I'm glad I'm retired. Fuck police work, you idiots. Seriously.
I
You
agree,
can't
dude.
if you can't reasonably and again, I can quarterback this, absolutely I can. But I also have been doing jujitsu since 2007. Okay. And to say I've been in a few fights, I have. But the reality is that I can look at that and go, yeah, that would have been very easily solved by doing this. But that's only because I have experience.
Mhm.
But don't speak if you have no experience and try to tell me that you quote can't do something because you can't do this or can't do that. I'm quite certain that the solves for that were our 101 jujitsu
Yeah.
stuff, 101 grappling stuff, I should say, because a wrestler would have easily been able to control that individual
Oh,
easily, probably easier than a jujitsu guy.
yeah.
Now I'm
Very
pissed.
easily. Yeah, and so thanks to guys like Tom DeBlas, who is I don't know, I think grappling legend is fine for me to say. I mean, he's a
Oh, yeah.
very well known, very, very well experienced
Yeah, for sure.
world-class grappler and a jiu-jitsu instructor.
I mean, he's a hack, but besides that, he is kind of a legend. So.
I could take him, but that's neither here nor there, right? He is offering more free training to NYPD. I mean, he's in New Jersey, but
You'd have to after that.
it's just it becomes harder and harder and harder to defend cops when the cops and the departments aren't taking their training seriously. I saw another gaggle. I don't know if I sent it to you. I think I might have sent it in our little Instagram group chat. There was another like 4 or 5 cops trying to arrest a guy at a gas station. Did you see that? And the one cop tased the other cop, and then
Oh
dude,
God,
what a
mess.
gaggle! And I'm like, dude, that guy was arrestable in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And this is like dragging on for 3 minutes with 5 grown men incapable of controlling this man. And I mean, barring some type of PCP induced rage, but even with PCP, one of the things that I learned with weird drugs is that their pain tolerance will be maximal, right?
Yeah,
They don't have an understanding of pain, but physics doesn't change.
No, at all.
The movement of the body does not change.
Right.
So therefore, proper body positioning and understanding how to do those things is a big deal. But I don't want to get lost in the weeds. I didn't
I
realize how
couldn't help it. I
I
got
didn't
pissed
realize
too.
how angry you would become.
I can't, I'm
Um,
tired of the excuses, you know? I mean, I'm not as much of a proponent as you, as like you're extremely vocal. I'm not normally that vocal, but I can't stand people that talk that know nothing about what they're talking about. It really
yes.
bothers the shit out of me. And so that makes me it's funny because Teresa K's like the impression of me, man, I'm pissed. What the crap? Hands in pocket, kicks cat. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I am super upset.
I'm
This
so
is ridiculous.
peeved. I am peeved.
So I just get so pissed about that. I can't stand that.
But
Sorry.
yeah, so
Ugh.
the one of the things that stood out to me about this is the whole subject control and a teenager attacking a cop. Yes, it's a whole conversation in of itself, which I brought up on purpose because of the jiu-jitsu thing. But the problem is that he was released within 24 hours. And
Unbelievable.
and even the liberal New York mayor, the former cop turned, I mean, I can't stand that dude, but even he is saying now publicly, New York's bail reform has made us a laughing stock. And it's absolutely true. This bail reform nonsense has turned,
Yeah.
has just, and make no mistake about it, the reason they want bail reform, guys, I don't want to go full conspiracy theory, but I am telling you right now, there is a political faction that is in power in our country right now and of influence in our country right now that wants this chaos. They 100% want people out free to commit crimes and terrorize people in this country so that once it gets bad enough, they offer you the solution. They want to sell you the pill that fixes the
Right.
problem that they created. And they want to federalize police departments. They want to federalize all of police procedures. They want to have all enforcement control.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what is happening. You're watching it. It's unfolding before your eyes. You heard it here. I'm telling you, that is what's going on. You can believe it. You can not believe it. I don't think you have to feel like there's some satanic cabal at work to do that. There's just a political entity with a lot of money and power to be gained by being in control. And that is what they're doing. And they're using law enforcement.
It's interesting that you say that. I mean, because when you look at it, it does make sense. However, there's so many moving parts to that, right? Do you really feel like that's like federally? Sure, but these are city ordinances or laws that go into effect that aren't really a federal issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many moving parts with that. I wonder at this level, at a New York level, what is to be gained from that? And when it comes to a local level, I think that sometimes you have to go all in politically, right? And even if it seems unpopular, I wonder if I mean, because let's be honest, you know, politicians they really care for their constituents. They care for their people.
Yes, they do so well.
So, but the reality is that whatever is going to get them votes is what they're going to do, right? That is politics. And so I just wonder if this is a way where they feel like if they can free up this and make it appear like they're somehow not racist for doing these things, because really it's all race based on that. We know that that's
Sure.
the figures that they are taking and skewing are about race. And I just wonder if they're like, if we do this, then we can get even more of the black vote or more of the minority vote if we make them appear to be bigger victims than they are, because that really, it doesn't have anything to do with the federal portion. I don't dispute that. I think that you're right. I think the federal government would love to be a federal police force, but I just feel like there's still
Well,
too many moving parts.
I don't think that they would want to have a federal police force. I think that when I say that, and I guess I should clarify, obviously, when I say that, what I mean is that you know how like if you take federal dollars, then they have a say over how those dollars are used. Or, hey, if you're going to get
Right.
this federal funding, then you have to do
I
X, Y, and
see.
Z. So they will have a
So they can
greater
steer the boat.
control. They can control
I
policies
see.
and procedures through finances.
They can even
That's
put the engine that they want in the boat, and they then, not just steer it. I see what you're saying. I
yes.
see
So
what you're
I'm
saying.
not. Yeah. Definitely don't
They
think that
know
they
that their
want
powers
a
are limited at this point.
right.
So that's if they can do it
Oh
by
yeah, it'd be
funding.
really hard, if not impossible, to try to like completely federalize
Right.
law enforcement. But
It would almost take a national emergency of such great nature that, like, almost like to the brink of war,
yeah,
that would have to cause, people to have to be like this militarized type
yeah.
of
But I mean, think
situation.
about like schools, active school shooter response things. That's been sort of like
Oh, yeah,
standardized, right? So eventually,
by the federal
it's
government.
like, hey, if you don't follow these things, then your funds are out, or you have to do these
Yeah, that's
things,
true. We
or
see that
whatever.
all the time. You're right.
So I think that they want greater and greater control over that. But unfortunately, in New York, Chief Wilcox has said they have seen a 55. This is the transit chief, not NYPD, because these guys were transit cops. We have seen over a 55% increase in assaults on police officers this year.
Unreal, man.
This year. So but the guy was released within a day. Okay. Now,
16-year-old though, right?
16-year-old.
I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just saying that I could totally see that being even more lenient because he's
Right.
considered a juvenile,
Yeah,
even
for sure.
more, 50% more
But
lenient.
juxtapose that with the news story of the man accused of trying to stab Representative Lee Zeldin. Did you see that
Yeah,
footage?
yeah.
He
So
was
weird.
he was released within hours with no bail on his own recognizance.
Okay, now that gets me, right? I mean,
He
that's
this is
insane.
this is the thing. So I'm not gonna go deep into that story, but there is a guy that literally got on stage with a politician campaigning, and he decides that he's going to try to stab him, and he's pulled back. It was a terrible attempt at a stabbing, actually,
Worst
but
ever.
he
Yeah,
gets stopped, but he gets released on his own recognizance after just trying to murder a human being on camera.
yeah. Actually, it was up to there was a female officer slash running for office individual that helped
Mhm.
tackle him
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seemed like she's
So
kind of a badass.
this is the kind of the solution is so simple. I really believe it is not complex. When people commit crimes,
Kill
drop
them.
the yes. Yes. That's even better than my plan.
You
But
plan.
drop drop the hammer, man. Like, have some consistency. Now, I understand one state
Mhm.
to another, that consistency may look different,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
but there needs to be consistency. I'm telling you right now, if what you got when you assaulted a cop, like a transit cop, when you assault them and you're looking at, let's say, 15 years for doing that, people are going to stop doing it.
I don't know, man. I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's such a weird concept because it feels like, I mean, people are still going to do really dumb things.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just think people are just
We got to
born
get them
to
out of
do.
society.
And
That's what.
the issue that we have too is that the sheer amount of people that would be stuck in jail or prison would be or going to prison would be astronomical. And I feel like not that we shouldn't somehow make that something that reality,
Mhm.
but there are so many shortages. I mean, look just police departments in general. And this was before the whole defund the police thing. I mean, you and I know I felt that through my 20 well, my short career, um, from the beginning, coming in the 90s, and it was the amount of training money was of or resource money was incredible.
Mhm.
Anything you wanted. and then that's slowly dipped away to where I'm doing online training now. Like that's, I'm getting my CPR training online. So it's like I can see the jails having an even more difficult time with that. It's a county issue, and trying to come up with the money to, because that has to be filtered from the state or village or whatever, or I mean the city or village, through, after they're done with that, their parts of it, then they filter in a little bit more to the county,
Mhm.
in order for them to be able to fund the prisons and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is, but man, we have no money for it. We have no funding for it. We probably don't even have personnel for it anymore. Who wants to be a fucking cop anymore, right? Who wants to be
Yeah.
in this line of work?
Man,
I know it's like a no-win situation.
it is.
I mean, I
It's
won. I'm
crazy times.
retired.
I retired.
I'm retired.
Yeah. I've got more, but those I wanted to just kind of bring that to the forefront of like, this is getting out of control, man. Like whether
Yeah,
you're
it
trying to
is.
stab somebody to death on camera or you're punching a cop in the face, if you can be out of jail without bail in like hours,
Yeah,
that's a problem. That's a
it's
societal
huge.
problem.
Yep, I agree.
So, and part of the solution, guys, I think again, I'm getting kind of political in this sense, but because politics are unavoidable, guys. A lot of us are of the notions like, well, I just want to kind of live my life and I don't want to get political or whatever. You don't have a choice, man. Like you are it's the water you swim in.
Yeah,
And the reason I'm becoming more and more convinced that the reason we end up with shit choices at the top at the end of the thing when everybody's ready to vote is because no one cared enough at the beginning to put somebody in that might have
yeah,
like had a real perspective that was healthy early on to get them into office. You got to take your local politics seriously. You got to
yeah,
take the primaries. You got to take that stuff seriously because that's how they have a chance at getting in and making change. If we just say all end up saying like, well, every 4 years I take a look at the last minute as to which presidential candidate I'm going to vote for, or just do R or D down the line every
yeah.
time.
Oh my God,
You
yeah, it's
know,
ridiculous.
and then you look up and wonder why we're in the situation we're in. That's what we've been because we're doing the same thing we've always done. We're not going to get any different results.
Yeah,
So
I think I texted you because I was I didn't know. I just happened to turn the TV on. The GOP, the state governor GOP
debate,
debate was on,
yeah,
and it was really interesting. I at first I was like, whatever, but it got heated, man. It got heated really quick, and it was really cool to get an idea because I didn't know any of these people, to get an idea of temperament,
hmm
just temperament in general, their views on certain things. So, but that was me being involved early, right? I wasn't just going to go, oh well, this person's on or a D or an R is on the ticket. I'm just going to vote straight or anything like that. I want to make sure that the person, that I have the same viewpoints
right,
as the people that I want to vote in. And
yeah.
you're right. It starts early for sure.
All right, what do you got? I always have more, but what do you got?
Okay. I have a interesting one. It is not police related.
Oh boy.
Well, but it's an interesting article. This is from the Business Insider. Democrats planning legislation to ban stock trading in Congress after insider exposed widespread wrongdoing.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting. House Democrats are close to introducing a ban on stock trading for members of Congress, their spouses, and senior staff members. Citing multiple unnamed sources, Insider has independently confirmed from two congressional sources close to the negotiations that the House intends to move forward after months of slow burn deliberations, which included a congressional hearing in April. The ban would make these lawmakers, spouses, and staffers choose between putting their assets in a blind trust, giving up control to an independent third party, or selling them altogether. The move came in the wake of Insider's conflicted Congress investigation, which revealed widespread violation of the Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge Stock Act, whatever that is. The 2012 law was designed to combat insider trading by requiring timely disclosure of stock transactions, but is widely flouted. Democrats plan to unveil their plan in early August. with the potential for votes in Congress in September. The plan will still let lawmakers hold mutual funds. We're almost ready to move forward on this. Representative Zoe Lofgren, the chair of the House Administration Committee, told Punchbowl on Wednesday, that's the whatever, public office is a public trust. It is my personal view that there should be regulation or cessation with respect to members and their spouses owning or trading stocks. And I don't even know how this hasn't always been a thing, right? I mean, clearly this seems like
you would think.
You know, I'm glad they're doing it. If this is a real deal thing, and they're really working hard on it. I mean, even Ocasio-Cortez, a Democrat from New York, really, we didn't know that. We are so close in making progress. Keep up the pressure, everyone. So,
right.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, hell yes, absolutely. If that's what the Democrats are doing, I applaud them for that, and I would hope that everybody falls in on that one.
I'm trying to get to this account because I sent you something earlier that exposed a senator for doing this, and it'll open up the direct message on Instagram for me on my computer, but it won't let me open the account because I don't know, DMs on a laptop are weird with Instagram. So, but yeah, I mean this is dude, this is as old as Congress.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yes.
So I don't know how they're going to stop it. Even if they say, oh, they're going to give it to a third party, that's not going to stop them from telling the third party or arranging a way around it. And if they pass this, it will only be for optics sake, because there's no way. We already drastically overpay our representatives. The representatives should get a median salary of the people that they represent. Right. And they should serve their term and then go back. They should not allowed to be in longer than what they're there for. They should go represent the people, and cast votes on the issues and the laws introduced on behalf of the people at the time. And then they're there to represent. They're not there to have a career. They're there to represent the people, and that's the way it was designed.
That's all it is now.
Unfortunately, we need to have we have to introduce term limits soon if we expect to.
Rand Paul tried to. They keep laughing at him. So I mean, I don't think they're going to be close to that anytime soon.
There's no way Congress is going to vote themselves out of their primary source of income, which is insider trading. There's no way they're going to do that. What they will do is the House just passed that assault weapons ban, like basically banning AR-15s.
Why is it that the House and the Senate, they never talk? The House peacocks, knowing that they're just going to get dumped on.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with this assault weapon ban. Why is this even a thing? They know it's going to get shot down, but they did it anyway. Like there's again, it's all for votes, man. It's all for votes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
so ridiculous.
It's annoying,
dude. Let me read one more because, and this isn't police related either. Maybe it is because I'm sure that I guarantee the police.
Well, if it's law related at all, it's a loose.
Nope, it's not. But I
see because the insider trading there's federal law involved, so it's
you know what.
Enough.
I guarantee a nurse is involved, and if a nurse is involved,
a
rookie cop is involved. so that's how we've been able to do that. A chess robot broke a 7-year-old boy's finger at a Russian tournament. Authorities say he broke the rules.
If he dies, he dies.
Dude, a chess robot broke a 7-year-old boy's finger during a tournament in Moscow, Russia last week, state media said. My guess is that Russia makes these things to break people's fingers. It just not also happens to play chess. But the child was playing against
Give me
the
your
robot.
finger, child. Give it to me.
No, this is better.
I must break it.
The child was playing against the robot at the Moscow Open tournament on July 19th. The agency did not report the boy's name. The machine was finishing its move when the boy reached over the board to make his own move, prompting the robot to pinch his finger. Moscow Chess Federation President Sergei Lazarev told TASS. A video of the incident published on I didn't watch the video.
Oh, dang.
Shows the boy struggling to pull his finger away for several seconds as 3 people rush to his aid. Once he breaks free, the boy is escorted away. The video shows the robot broke the child's fingers. I don't even know how to do the Russian right now. This, of course, is bad. That was the quote.
This, of course,
The
is not
robot
good.
broke the child's finger. This, of course, is bad. He added the boy was able to finish the tournament
Don't cheat,
cast
you'll keep your
of-
fingers.
I know. That's basically what they said. He went too quickly with it. And all I can do is picture like that robot from RoboCop. So anyway, I had to read that one because it was like, this one's ridiculous. But
Was
fuck that little kid, huh?
Yeah.
You try to break the
Stop
rules,
cheating.
break your finger. See,
More-
we're talking about justice.
That kid's going
justice
to grow
right
up to be
there.
a productive member of society.
Yep. See, this was a police-related story or
It
law
was.
enforcement. Yeah,
I agree.
You break the rules, you pay the price.
That's right, baby.
All right, give it to me. You got this. You have the floor.
I have the floor. This is an update. Let me throw that on there. I don't know if you remember that episode.
yeah.
Playing out. A Sunrise Police Department sergeant has been charged with multiple crimes now in
Yes.
connection with his assault on a female officer. Broward State Attorney Harold Pryor announced on July 21st that Sunrise Sergeant Christopher Police, his Pullease, Police, has been charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, tampering with evidence, assault on a law enforcement officer, and assault on a civilian male. According to a press release from the police
Ooh.
department, the sergeant is accused of intentionally touching or striking the female officer against her will. He faces up to 5 years in state prison, 60 days, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say the total amount of time that he's looking at. 1 year on the other charge. So let's see, 5 years, 1 year, 60 days. So
Dude,
a little
one
over 6
picture.
years.
Does tell 1,000 words right there. That one picture. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
So
He is so angry.
yeah, I mean, by all means, my understanding from my sources indicates that she is definitely the kind of person you would want to choke. Like,
Okay, yeah.
you like as a cop, she didn't make it at one department and she got in at another one, and she is not a well-respected officer. Let's just say that. Like,
Mhm.
she is the kind of person that knows better than you
Right.
when she's brand new.
She kind
And
of sounds like
I
she's
do.
a woman.
Yeah, exactly. all of her patrol cars are just like
Yes.
marked up on the side of the tires. Bad. So the I turn left now. Good luck, everybody else.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So now
So
that doesn't excuse the sergeant losing his temper and freaking out
No.
and grabbing at all. But a lot of people are like,
we understand why.
but a lot of people are like, she did the right thing. We need more like her. I don't know that. Don't know
So
that we do.
brave.
Don't know that we do. Don't know that grabbing the other cop in a situation
Yes.
and pulling on him is also a smart move. I
Not
don't
at all.
think that was a great decision. And yeah, but he is in the wrong for needlessly, and I think I stress that there was no need whatsoever for him to get physical with her and put his
Well,
hands
did
on
she-
her.
But she did grab him and pull him
Yes.
back.
Yes,
So,
there may be a case for an assault on him too,
absolutely.
a battery. Yeah.
My guess is that this guy, they'll probably maybe they want to keep this a little bit quiet, but I don't know, man. If you put your hands on me, there's gonna be some fucking problems too, right? If I'm in the middle of trying to effect an arrest, and you do that to me, we are gonna have problems, right? I mean, you're not
Yeah.
just gonna go, hey, what the hell? Whoa, what are you doing, brother?
Yeah,
it just doesn't quite work.
You're not grabbing your sergeant.
Why do
and
I all of a
pulling him
sudden have to
back.
sound like fucking Ned Flanders?
Hey, odely there.
Hey, diddly do.
Um, yeah. So
Not that it's great that he put the guy. I mean, the guy was pissed.
no, yeah.
But
You can't do that. You can't lose your temper, which is what he did. He lost his temper, but I do think he had a right to be upset. And I do think that they're going too far with this assault on the civilian, because the guy was refusing to get in a car. All of the other cops around him were being wussies and
They
not
were
doing their job. They were doing nothing, and they were
Was
letting
it his arrest or
no. He showed up. He was
okay.
cleaning up their mess, basically.
see.
All these cops were a gaggle that couldn't do their own jobs. And so just imagine the sergeant showing up. He's like, dude, what the hell? You guys are cops. Take control of this situation.
Right.
He's in handcuffs. Get him in the fucking car, you idiots.
Yeah.
Like, what are you waiting for? And so you can tell, like, oh, I'm getting worked up. I'm like,
good,
man,
about time.
Anyway, like, so you could, I can feel the frustration of this sergeant. Like, why can these guys not do a simple task and put this dude in the car and close the door and drive him to booking? Stop it. Like, knock it off and do your jobs. Right. Yep. And then to have a rookie officer tell you you're doing your job wrong, dude, and then physically try to stop you from doing it. Yes, lots of problems. Should he have reacted physically against the other officer? No, he lost his.
Probably not. But did we see the whole thing and how the whole thing went down?
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah, pretty much seen the whole thing. So, you know, the bottom line is he overreacted. But should he serve 6 years because
the question is
he did that? No.
So what if it was a little bit different, right? So what if she did that? She pulled him back. She actually physically yanked on him, right, by his vest or his belt or something of that nature. What if he had just turned around and smacked her or something out of reaction?
Yeah.
Or even so, what if he did that and he came around and then like hammered her arms off and then
knuckle sandwich?
Yeah, and then shoved her to the ground. Would that have been okay? I mean, like if somebody were to be grabbing and pulling on the back of me and I didn't have the control that I normally had or had on a suspect, but now I'm being pulled back, I don't care who's doing it. You're going to be met with some kind of physical altercation. I'm not just going to let you pull me, you know, unless you're like really attractive.
I agree with you. I think where that doesn't work for him is he turns and he then decides to, I'm going to go out of my way to leave this situation over here to go put my hands on her, because she wasn't standing right there. So like that's where he screwed himself pretty much.
Let's just say that this was a guy, even not a female, because I think you should be able to take the sex out of this altogether.
100%.
But I'm not saying I would choke the guy, but clearly as a supervisor, a sergeant, you grab onto me and I move back. We're still in this, you and I. So if I come at you aggressively because of that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally, because I still feel like you're a threat and you'll have to stop it, right? Like, what would you do if that was a regular civilian? It's the same thing. Like take away all of it. Take away
if a regular civilian tried to grab me off. Try to grab me off of somebody, they're getting knocked the fuck out, dude.
Exactly.
Like there's a quick turn, there's a palm strike to your face, and then I'm gonna get back to business.
so in other words, he didn't react how he could have reacted. He did come at her.
Isn't it weird, right? Like if he would have reacted more instinctually, then he'd probably be fine. But instead, because there's this delay and you can see, hey, he decides to leave the situation. That's where it's like, and do that. It was crazy though.
It takes a half a second to react to like, what the fuck is happening here? This is it was supposed to be one of my fucking people. Like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate on this one all day long. I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't care.
You're retired. Doesn't matter.
Retired. But in reality, man. You put anybody else in that situation, put a female as the sergeant. and do that with a bigger guy,
Yeah.
a citizen, or even a male copper. How would that sergeant supposed to, how are they supposed to react? So
Yeah.
you clearly have assaulted me. I'm
Mhm.
doing my job, or I feel like I'm doing my job. It didn't seem like he was overly aggressive. It seemed like he was doing what he had to do. He wasn't hammering away at the person or anything like that,
Right.
was he? It wasn't like that
No,
at
no.
all.
Nope.
So why is it that he all of a sudden he gets met by violence? Because that is what that is. That's an assault. You
Yeah.
grab somebody and pull on them and yank them away and take out their footing. How is that? How is that somehow acceptable? How is this person suddenly brave?
It's an upside down world, Dave. It's
I
a
guess it
bizarre
is.
world out there. Here's
Living in
another. You
Stranger
want some more
Things.
cop on cop
I
action?
sure do. Yeah. Oh man, you know I do.
All right, here we go, baby. Let's see. Is that audio coming through, guys?
Yeah.
I hope so. Well, I'll be. So he pulled. Yeah, you can see. He pulls. One trooper pulls over the head of the Louisiana State Police for speeding. Well, I'll be. He does activate his emergency lights there before he gets out of the car, because I'm like, well, what the heck is he getting out of the car for? Even if I'm a cop, dude, I'm not getting out of my car.
Well, I'll be.
I don't even know that I
Is the
get out of
guy-
my car by turning on those lights. But
No, I would. I don't have a problem with him turning his lights on.
Yeah,
is he
but-
in uniform?
yes,
looks
he's
like
on his
he's
way
in-
to a meeting. It's
Okay,
like a
let's say
polo
it looks like
dress
he's in
down kind of
uniform.
thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a full uniform, but it's definitely
Yeah.
like, your typical 5'11". It looks like khakis and
Yeah.
a polo, and he's got his gun on and all that stuff. So like he's on his way to a meeting,
A
and he
fine
gets pulled
security
over for
uniform,
speeding.
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he ended up trooper pulled over a trooper and gave him a warning. So the troopers do give warnings.
Yeah, that's
It
not
turns
true.
out
He probably he mailed the ticket to him.
mailed the ticket to him. Dude, when I wasn't a cop, let's see. Yeah, I can't remember what year it was, but I got popped in Monroe County by a state trooper for speeding in a construction zone. Mind you, there was no one working. Which
Of
is
course.
always fascinating to me. Like, just the
How-
whole
how
point
it
of
still
the whole
applies.
point is supposed to be safety for the workers. That just because there's barrels on the road doesn't mean that the
Yeah.
speed limit should be changed. But anyway, I get popped for speeding by a state
Well, just
trooper,
real
right?
quick, and I can tell you that you can hit those barrels full on at highway speeds, and you're not going to get into an accident. I did that, not on purpose. I was driving to work. I was a police officer. I was driving to work. I may or may not have looked down at my radio. It was like I worked midnight, so it was dead on the freeway, but it was construction. And when I looked up, there was nothing but barrels in front of me. It was like boom, 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 and I was like, oh shit. And I like veered to the right, and by the time it had taken off, my fucking side mirror was just dangling from the wires. Dude, no damage to my car at all besides this mirror thing. Can you believe that? So I know that you can hit those. I know
Yeah,
that
for
you
sure. That's not even that dangerous.
can. So stupid.
But I got a ticket for speeding in a construction zone, and at the time, I think I reached out to. I had a buddy that was a Wayne County dep, and then I had my brother was working, on the job. So I was like, hey, I don't know, like, can you get this to impeding or something? Can you help me out? And I think they called the dude. I set it up for a court date, and I 100% did not get out of that ticket. That trooper didn't care who called. Didn't matter what happened.
Wow.
Didn't matter. I even went to the informal hearing and then sat in front of the trooper and a magistrate or whatever at the Monroe County courthouse. Did not get out of it. And it was like, wow, cool. Thanks, trooper.
I know how that is. I actually had a very good friend of mine got a speeding ticket. Never been pulled over in his entire life. Gets a speeding ticket. Gives him full boats, the guy. And this guy, he starts talking, Gary's talking to me, and he's like, this, and he didn't tell me. I found out that he got the speeding ticket. I was like, dude, let me see, send me the ticket, I'll see what I can do. It was at Oakland County.
Mm-hmm.
I call this guy, nicest guy ever, works traffic, nicest guy. Oh, absolutely, I will absolutely do this for you, absolutely. Totally never did anything for him. He hammered him, laid down the total full arm of the law. I was like,
yeah,
thanks a lot, jerk.
So I was happy to see that a trooper gave a warning. That's the only reason I wanted to show that.
I got pulled over by a state trooper. I got a warning, believe it or not. Yeah, I was pulling into the Gaylord exit, and I didn't realize I was speeding.
Yeah, but up north troopers are more like regular cops.
Yeah, and he was an old school guy, and we started talking. We were like, he seriously sat out there. We were talking for about 10 minutes, and not kidding, it was like a full 10 minutes.
Nice.
And he was just super nice guy. So,
and yeah, the Colonel Lamar Davis, he says, hey, he came out like, yeah, I was in the wrong, and I'm going to try to be more aware of doing that. And they just said like, hey, yeah, the trooper used his discretion, didn't write him a ticket. I mean, the exchange was fine.
They're probably so angry that
you have seen those videos where people were like, the sheriff is like, do you know who I am? And that kind of stuff. This guy wasn't like that. It's like, oh, awesome. Yep, you got me. Whatever.
I was late. That's what didn't write him a ticket,
right? Yeah. And so yeah, just there was a feel good trooper on trooper story. I liked it. Trooper Hub.
There's nothing sexier than a trooper on trooper story to me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Trooperhub.com.
Full hats, and
I'm gonna start. I mean,
it's awesome. I actually have a pretty good one. Let's see if I can get to it. I hate these articles, how they're written sometimes, but State Commission threatens Philadelphia Police Department's accreditation over driving equality law.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Read that headline one more time.
You read it right. I read it right. State Commission threatens Philadelphia Police Department's accreditation over driving equality law. The law aims to reduce car stops that disproportionately target drivers of color.
Oh boy.
Philadelphia police officials are going to Harrisburg Tuesday to try to retain their accreditation from the Pennsylvania Chiefs of Police Association, which has threatened to revoke the department's accreditation over the city's driving equality law.
Oh my gosh.
The driving equality law downgrades certain violations like expired inspections or a single broken taillight in order to reduce car stops that unfairly target Black and Hispanic drivers. Why is it that we are so racist in this country that we think the only people that are fucked up driving are Blacks and Hispanics?
That's exactly my point.
I cannot
Do they understand
even
the only people that are worried about racism are racists?
Absolutely.
They are the racists. Because if you think that people of color are incapable of taking care of basic things on their car, you are the racist, you idiot.
They're so ignorant, Mike, that they can't take care of these things. They have to be coddled. We have to coddle them because they're too ignorant.
Oh my gosh.
They're too ignorant and Hispanic and Black to do it themselves. That's what they're saying.
That's exactly what, that is exactly what they're saying.
You are
that's what the headline should read.
To be able to take care of yourself. We can do this for you.
Yeah. Blacks and Hispanics can't manage their vehicles. That's what the headline should read. If they were being honest, that's really the undertone, the real presupposition of these authors, of these chiefs of police, you freaking morons, is that you are just a pile of racists who are trying to do everything you can to stay in power. And I hate you.
It's weird, but I think this is an interesting one though. For about 20 years, the State Chiefs of Police Association has accredited departments throughout the Pennsylvania Law Enforcement Accreditation Commission. About 10 years ago, Philadelphia joined the program and has been in good standing ever since. But after Mayor Jim Kenney signed the driving equality law last year, PLEAK, which is that association, wrote the police department saying the law stops officers from enforcing 8 sections of the Motor Vehicle Code, and so it would revoke its accreditation. Those 8 sections include late registration, relocation of temporary registration, relocation of license plate, missing a single brake light, and items hanging from the rearview mirror,
Wait, so the
minor bumper
Chiefs
issues,
want them to
driving.
keep enforcing these things?
Absolutely, they do. They took
Oh,
their
so the Chiefs are
accreditation
good.
away. Yes, that they have
Okay.
taken away the accreditation because of these laws.
It's the Philadelphia
That's why I said you're gonna like
leadership
this.
that's racist. The Chiefs are not. The Chiefs are
Right.
like, no, you can't pick and
How,
choose.
yes, how they get accredited, which
I
know,
love
is
those
a
love those
lot
guys
of
now.
funding.
Love those
There's-
guys.
I know there's a lot of funding that comes through being accredited police department, a lot of funding. And they said, nope, you're done. Minor bumper issues, driving with an expired inspection sticker, driving with an expired emission sticker. Those are the things. It takes them out of the ability to be accredited. The police department argues Pleak is wrong. The law downgrades
No,
minor
Pleak
offenses.
is correct.
Yes, to reduce the number of car stops, but it doesn't prohibit enforcement. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to read that again. The law
It doesn't make sense.
downgrades minor offenses to reduce the number of car stops, but it doesn't prohibit enforcement.
How are they
What?
going to enforce it?
How-
Billboards?
Yeah. The department says the new law is an effort to improve public trust and police will observe it, but that should not affect accreditation. It absolutely should. The police union sued to stop the drive inequality law back in February, and state legislators tried to tie it to a bill easing the creation of bike lanes. With earmarks, fat, who cares? Both Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, which has a similar shit. I just took this up here. Sorry, I ended up clicking something and it went to a whole different page. You know how that goes. So, but that's the gist right there. So, dude, to lose your accreditation over that is huge. I hope that more states go through that. I know that Sterling Heights had to go through an accreditation process, which was, let me tell you, it is not a small process.
No.
It took like years, like 2 or 3 years to fall under accreditation, which again is mostly for funding. And there's other things.
Well, that's exactly how they're going to control it in the future too. That's that path that the federal government wants to use to control it. So I don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows.
That did not work out for them in Philadelphia so well. So
yeah, not yet, but yeah, it's what a bizarro upside down world where
absolutely
you want to eliminate racism by blatantly being racist.
It still boggles my mind. I become speechless when articles like this come out and nobody says anything about it. I'm like, how are you not seeing through it all? It's so easy to me. Like, I feel like, what was that called? They Live, the movie They Live, when
I don't know
freaking Roddy Piper, like he could wear those glasses and see the aliens that had invaded human flesh.
I don't know what. I've never heard of this.
But you couldn't see it otherwise. But then he puts on these goggles and then you can see what's really happening. And it just, dude, of course, Roddy Piper's in it. So that guy's fucking awesome. So anyway, man, I don't know. It's insane to me, man. I don't get it. Whatever. I'm done. I'm retired. Fuck
no
that.
Boy, man.
I know. Do you have another one, or do you want me to do one?
I've got an interesting one. I've got two. We can just laugh at one. U.S. Representative Cori Bush spends nearly $400,000 for security while demanding police defunding. That's just funny to me. We all know about Cori Bush, and she's a complete moron. So we'll just throw that out there. He said Bush. Here's an interesting story. Nashville cop arrested in Cancun airport for gun in luggage.
Oops.
Sent to Mexican jail. Arriba! Okay.
What?
A Metropolitan Nashville Police Department officer on his honeymoon was arrested after he arrived at the Cancun airport with a handgun packed in his luggage.
What the fuck is he doing, though?
MNPD officer Lamandries LD Deshaun Hawes was married on July 8th. Then he and his new bride, Christian Hawes, flew to Mexico to start their honeymoon the next morning. Scoop Nashville online reported. Online edition. Officer Hawes packed an unloaded, personally owned pistol in his checked luggage and declared it to the airline when he checked his bag, according to MNPD. But despite the fact that the airline may have made a mistake and the weapon was checked on a flight to Mexico as an oversight, it is still illegal for a non-citizen to bring a gun into that country. When Officer Hawes flight landed in Cancun, he was taken into custody and booked into a Mexican jail. His wife posted to social media that it was all a big misunderstanding and that her new husband had believed he could legally bring a firearm to Cancun. She posted about the incident and expressed her anger, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, like, what is up with that? That's just bizarre.
His wife says, since y'all find so much laughter in this, American Airlines approved my husband to leave the weapon in his checked bag as we were headed to board at the Memphis airport. Because it was all caps. Yeah. The Memphis airport police told him all he needed was to fill out a form and put it in his locked suitcase. So he, I don't know what the confusion was.
I thought he was going international or something. Or I mean, domestic, right?
Domestic. So he thought he could bring it to Cancun, which he didn't. He should have done his research because a simple Google search would have told him you can absolutely not bring a gun to Mexico.
You know what? You could have asked the homeless guy in the alley if you are allowed to do that, and I guarantee it would have been a better answer.
He's rattling a cup. Hey man, you think I can bring a gun to Mexico? Nope.
Hell no.
TSA won't allow it.
Hell no. Got some change?
Hell no. What are you, stupid?
I don't know anybody so shit all stupid to take a gun to Mexico.
Here's $1. You need more help than I do.
Go buy yourself a brain.
Go buy yourself some brains, boy. That's how I ended up here in the first place, taking a gun to Cancun, motherfucker.
Oh my god. Fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, so it seems like a lot of mistakes made there. The guy taking a gun in the first place, and then the airline being like, "Oh, headed to Mexico, have a gun? Cool, no problem."
No problem. What's so funny about it?
Checks and balances failed.
Is that
all checks, no balance.
Exactly. On every level, there was a mistake made, and the biggest they're all equally, but one of the biggest mistakes is that the airline, which will have no accountability for this at all, are just like, well, Jesus Christ, how did he not Google that? Like somehow it's not their fault at all. They're like, dude, I mean, come on, how did
my job is to check the bags, not to do the research. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have Google here at Delta. So, oh my God. You know what I was going to do? I completely forgot. I wanted to continue with our state's dumbest laws.
Oh, yeah.
So can I do one of those?
So let's round it out, man. And congratulations to Mer530. He said, it's my girlfriend's birthday and my daughter's remission anniversary. She was officially removed from her cancer groups and moved to cancer survivor groups this year. So we wanted a fun celebration. And you're listening to our show to celebrate? That's amazing.
Yeah, that's I'll tell you what. Knowing a little bit about the cancers that runs apparently in every part of my family, I've lost them, and they've had remissions as well. So that's awesome. That's fantastic news.
When when I got testicular cancer in my third testicle, I know what that was like. So I can relate. I can relate to your situation, Mer.
You went to the homeopathic doctor though, which was weird because it's they treated it like a skin tag, and so they tied that around it.
They put a rubber band around it. It turned black and fell off, and I did pine nut oil under my tongue 4 times a day. And I had a diffuser. They gave me a diffuser for the house
and a suppository that it turns out I didn't need. I swear to God,
it vibrated. I don't know what it was. They said it was a suppository, but it was connected to a cord. I don't know what that was about.
Oh my God! Wow.
Anyway. to distract me from the large testicle turning black, falling off.
Jeez. Did we go over Arizona? It's illegal to manufacture or distribute fake drugs. Did we go over that one?
Well, I thought this was America.
Yeah, I know.
What are we coming to, and we can't make and sell fake drugs?
I know. Arkansas, because we all love Arkansas.
Sure do.
In Little Rock, be careful if you venture out for a late night snack. It's illegal to honk your horn outside of a sandwich shop or anywhere cold or anywhere cold drinks are sold after 9 p.m.
Get out of
Doing
here.
so-
Why?
do-
What's this?
Doing so could carry a fine of up to $1,000 and $2,000 for each additional offense. Like you just travel to a 7-Eleven, like $1,000, dude. Sorry about that. And the officer's like, "Nope, I write these all the time." Like seriously, is that
It's like overtime detail. They just sit outside of sandwich shops where sandwiches or cold drinks are served and
where cold
wait
drinks
for
are
those
served
horns.
after 9 p.m. Yeah, they're just sitting.
Turns
there
out
and
Arkansas has made $1.2 billion the last 10 years off of
in
enforcement of this
revenue.
weird, obscure law.
Oh my god, that's a great one though. Can you fucking believe that? Talk about like it's so precise too. It's not just like out of the side of a sandwich. Like it's like with where cold drinks are sold. Oh, okay, that's weird. I'm sorry. After 9 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, so at 8:58, I'm good. I'm good, right? Yeah, no, totally fine with that. Yeah, okay. Who came up with that law? I love it. And I'm going to read just the last one. California. In California, it is illegal to own, sell, buy, or give away a horse with the intent of killing it or having someone else kill the animal for a human consumption. Doing so is a felony, punishable by 16 months in a state prison.
Wow, that's it?
I know, which is why, we've always traveled east from California for our horse killings.
Yeah, absolutely. We never really wanted to go
And go
through California anyway.
You never gave me that recipe, that stew recipe.
Oh, I still have it. I'll get it to you.
Stew recipe. God, that's so bizarre. So that's all. I'll just read you a couple. So next time we'll start at Colorado and we'll work our way a little bit there. But,
Perfect.
No horn honkins after 9, people. Where
That's
cold
right.
drinks are
And
sold.
get your horses if you're gonna sell a horse to
sandwich
somebody
shops.
to get some food. Make sure they come from Wyoming or Montana. Those are the best horses for eating.
They always have been too, and I think some of them are bred for that. So.
Oh yeah, I've
never had horse. Have you ever tried horse? I've never had horse.
Well, I mean, that was pretty much the 80s summarized for me. Was that season of my life was the horse meat years. Didn't you read my biography? I sent you the advanced copy.
Yeah,
It's literally called, the whole unit is called the horse meat years.
Yeah, but I didn't think 86, 87 was a real chapter. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. No, I've never had horse. I actually wouldn't mind trying horse, but I think they're like, I don't think you can eat horse, right? I mean, that's just, it's illegal now. I mean,
genuinely
apparently
don't.
it's illegal.
Genuinely. Well, no, it didn't say it's illegal to eat it. It's illegal to sell it with the intent purpose that they're going to be turned into food.
That's true.
So intent is everything there.
It is everything. You ain't kidding, man. You ain't.
And you got to be able. It's not easy to prove intent, you know. Well, guys, like we said, we went out there and we risked our mental health to bring you these cutting edge law enforcement stories, and sometimes non-law enforcement when it comes to Dave's side
of it. Every once in a while.
Yeah,
well, we can always bring it back to Kevin Bacon's type.
Sarah wants to know what penguins taste like. That'd be
chicken.
Probably tastes like chicken. Yeah.
But if I was just like, yeah, no, I've had penguin. Are you talking about Southeast penguins or? Somehow I'm a connoisseur of fine penguin consumption.
Fine. Yeah, the black penguin market, penguin wings. Oh my gosh,
it's all rubbery.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. If you're a member and you hung out with us, we appreciate it. And if you're listening wherever you're at, hey, hit that subscribe button, that follow button on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever. That helps. Leave a 5-star rating and review, or 1-star if that's your honest opinion. We'll read that too. Whatever floats your boat.
We can erase those, though, right?
Oh, and hey, buy a ghost bed. I totally forgot that we have a sponsor now. So, ghost bed, buy one. Use code Wolfpack to do it.
Code Wolfpack for a ghost bed. Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because Teresa says that we're the best, but they don't
That's
realize that it is true, but they don't realize that we play off of we are reading what you guys are saying too. We can't always respond, obviously.
Yeah.
But you guys are actually like put us in the mood to be able to enjoy.
It's way better to have
this.
a
It
handful
is
of folks in
so
the
much
chat than
better
it is to
because you guys
just
are
be
here.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I said, it may seem like we're ignoring you, and mostly we are. At least
Mostly
Mike
we
is.
are.
Elijah definitely. He ignores you guys so much that he doesn't even show up. But you guys actually make this way better. It's you.
I'm
guys that are
almost
making
dead
this
from
better, not us.
allergies, and I'm here.
Yeah,
Elijah's got a little tummy ache.
I know. His
He's
tum-tum
got a
hurts.
tummy ache, and he
Yeah.
can't show up. All he literally has to do is turn a camera on and be here.
I know. And his third nipple's infected, I think he said. So
yes, Daniel, I did do the Shapiro ad read for Ghost Bed. Our liberal tears filling up your mattress and leaving stains. Well, Ghost Bed has a cover for that. It is
Not
the
bad.
conservative mattress cover, and you today can get 30% off with code Wolfpack.
That's awesome.
I've got a beautiful mattress.
It's getting better, man. I'm telling
It's
you.
a
It's like
scary,
fine wine
scary bed.
that I don't drink.
Sleep so good, it's scary. All right. I've got a beautiful boy. All right. That's it. I got to get out of here. I think I'm peeking the mic. I don't know what's going on.
Good for you.
The numbers look bad on the screen. I think
But you look good.
That's not good. All right. All right, guys. Until next time.